Well, hello. We're here today so you guys can gather some information on how to start an auto transport company. Okay, I'll be very brief and I'll try to get this done in under 10 minutes. So why don't we go ahead and get started. Number one thing you're going to need is a corporation or entity. The corporation or entity would run you approximately about $500. Okay, that you would need an attorney, so we can get that done. Okay, the number two would be the motor carrier. You would need a motor carrier number, which is called the MC number. The MC number, and that would run you approximately around $325 or so. Okay. Number three, you would need a bond. You've got to get bonded. Okay. In the state of Florida, the bond is $10,000. Okay. Now, what most people don't know is that this bond can actually be paid different ways. Okay, you don't have to cough up the $10,000 all at once. All right, but you would need to contact me so we can go over some more information. All right. Now, number four, you're definitely going to need a website. Okay. You're going to need a website. And you're going to spend anywhere starting at $1.99. Okay, with one of the companies that I've used, anywhere to $1,500. Okay. You want to keep your operating costs as low as possible. You want to keep expenses as low as possible, because you don't know how long you may need to maintain the business before you can actually get a grip on it and handle it without a problem. All right. And last but not least, at the very beginning, we can run an office space, or you can run from home. However, you don't want people that you don't know in your house. So if you do decide to to hire people, independent contractors, to do sales for you, then you may have to get an office space. An office space, you don't need that much of a space, so you can start off with a small office of about $500. Go up to like $1,200 on space. Okay, it all depends on the area that you want to work, etc., etc. All right, that goes for the basic starting cost information. This is what this is. Okay, that's the basic starting cost info. Now we're going to go ahead and erase this, and we're going to go into another section. They're all just as important, so make sure you you learn some of this stuff, and contact me if you need to. Okay. All right. Now you're going to need what is called the operating system cost. The operating system cost includes JTracker. Number one actually will be the internet. The internet. That could run you from $0 if you already have a provider, etc., to $500. Get started. Number two will be JTracker. This will be one of the main systems, or the main system that you will be running on. Okay? You want this system to run fast, so you want to get the best internet possible that you can use. Okay? So JTracker runs you $50 for the main user, starting cost, and plus $50 for every additional user. So the administrator will pay $50. Every other user will pay just the same, $50. All right. The good thing about this one, JTracker and the next system that you would use, which would be Central Dispatch, is that they both have a 30-day free trial. Okay, so you get them both. You get them both for 30 days free trial. All right. Central Dispatch has actually changed their payment plans recently, and right now the best plan they have is $150 a month. You're allowed 250 cars. You're allowed to load up to 250 cars onto the system. Okay, so but they both have the 30-day free trial. Okay. All right. Now you're gonna need one of the main things that you're gonna need is a contract provider. Okay, the contract provider would be either DocuSign or Right Signature. Okay, both of these is just as good. DocuSign is a little bit bigger. They charge $3. It's $3 per document, okay? So basically, every time you send one of your customers a document for them to sign, they charge you $3. All right. Right Signature, if I'm not mistaken, they charge based on a monthly basis, and it's $1.99. So I don't know if their prices are still the same, if they have changed. So I don't even want to put that in there. I don't want to give you information that I'm not certain about. But you may want to call them. Just basically Google it, look it up, and they'll give you all that. So we're gonna move on. We're gonna try to make this as quick as possible, you guys. All right. All right. The other thing that you're gonna need that is very important for you to actually operate, it's a virtual terminal. Okay, so you're gonna need a virtual terminal. To accept credit cards from your customers. All your customers are going to be paying via phone, so you're definitely going to need the virtual terminal to go ahead and do that. They charge approximately, this is not an exact number, this is an approximate an idea, about 2.5% plus like 20 cents per transaction. So the average transaction, it's anywhere from 100. It's from 100 to 250. But I would definitely say that the main number, most transactions are right in between, exactly 150. Okay. That's an average transaction is for about 150, basically. Okay. Now we're gonna go on to the next step.
Papi.
¿Qué pasó, mi amiguita?
When you're done, can I go get my sandals, my other ones?
Okay, baby. As you guys may see, I'm at home with my daughter. She's She couldn't go to school. She's sick, so I'm babysitting her. Alright, the other thing that I was thinking what you guys could use as a beginner would actually be something very important. You need an accountant, okay? So you need an accountant. The average accountant is $50. You can search for a local accountant in your area. They're for a small business, just starting business, it's about from 50 to 500. Find the cheapest possible and have them take care of your accounting needs. Don't be afraid, just reach out and touch someone and you'll definitely find, okay? Another one of the things that you're gonna need is a lead provider. The lead provider is gonna cost you anywhere from around $250 to as high as you can go financially. So really there's no limit to a lead provider and how much money you can spend on leads, okay? But I would say I'll give you an average of $10,000 a month for a company operating, or constant. So anyways, basically how this will work is your lead provider is going to sell you packages. Each lead is going to come out to $1, okay? Or $1.50. Okay, depends on who you go with. They could go higher, but they usually don't go any lower than $1. I would suggest you use the ones that sell you the lead for $1. Okay, the average return rate on your leads is from 5% to 9%. Okay? Now, here's how this will run. Let's just say you buy a package of 250 leads. Let's make it simple so that you can understand in terms of numbers, okay? Let's say your package is of $100, okay? Buy a package of $100. Alright? You buy a package of $100, of which you're going to get a return percentage of only 5%. Okay? Now, what is 5% of 100? It's 5. Am I correct? Okay, so you're going to get a return rate of the $100 that you spend on leads, okay? Your return rate is going to be 5%. That means you would get back, out of those $100, you would get 5 customers. Okay, remember it's $1 per customer, so you're going to get 5 customers. You're like, hey, I only get 5 customers out of $100? Yeah, but now here's the trick to that. Now you got 5 customers times what you sold the service for to each customer. Okay, so like I said, the average sale is from 100 to 250. On the average, they're based at 150 flat. Okay, so if you sold 5, let's just say at the minimum at 100. Okay, you sold the service at $100 to 5 customers. You're looking at a return of $500. Okay, that's for $100 that you spent. You see it now? It's actually very simple. Once you get the hang of it, you'll understand it better. But it usually pays off. Just as long as you run the company right, and you stay focused, and don't allow your employees, or if you're doing it yourself, to be entertained by the internet and this other whatever else in your surroundings. You get to working, you get your money's worth. I guarantee you that. Alright, now we'll go to the next step. And the next step would be, alright, equipment cost. So, equipment cost. You're going to need, number 1, computers. Number 2, phones. You need a special type of phone. You don't need just any phone. They're special office phones that you need with more than 2 lines on them. You're gonna need a fax. You're gonna need a printer. You're gonna need tables, chairs, and possibly booth. Tables, chairs, and possibly a booth. Depending where you're working out of and how many people you have there. Number 6, you're gonna have miscellaneous, okay? Alright. On the computer based, I would say the best thing to do is get used computers, somewhat modern, and I would spend no more than $100 per computer. Okay, you can spend up to as much as you like. On the phones, the cheapest phones on these systems is $200. You can spend as high as $1,200 per phone if you like, but that would be a mistake. On the fax, you're looking at a fax machine. I will spend no more than $50 on the fax machine. On the printer will be just the same, just starting. You don't need to spend no more than about $50. Tables and chairs and etc. Per personnel, I will spend $150. I will put no more than $150 into that. And on miscellaneous, you're looking at about $100. Okay. Now the difference is you can spend up to this much or higher, but I'm running the basic number ideas so that you can see why at the end some people spend way too much money on things that are not needed. Okay. All right. So basically, this is the minimum starting cost. That will be your max or your unnecessary expenses. But some people do that. Most people do this. I don't know why, but if you're just starting a business, it's not going to make much of a difference to have, a pretty chair or an ugly chair, or just a simple chair, versus you're not actually going to have a business in 6 months because you spent the money on the wrong things. So do the right thing and save yourself the money so that you can put it in the business as needed. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the next step, and that would be just the pretty much final touch that we're going to give the information. Alright, so your total minimum, as all the numbers that I put up on the board, your total minimum startup cost, we are looking at an amazing $3,500. Now, your maximum you are looking at $30,000. You see the difference? $3,500 versus $30,000. It's a big difference, and all this the rest of the money, all the 26.5. You have, that would mean that you have 26.5 to spend on leads, which is one of the basic necessities of the transport business. Okay, and if you spend it right, you will get your money back, you'll get your business going, and you will be successful. Alright, well, thank you for your time. We're going to go ahead and erase this. If you need me, my phone number is listed here, so go ahead and give me a call. My name is Jorge, okay, and I'll be more than happy to assist you in whatever you need. Okay, my name is Jorge. Here you go. For some of you that didn't understand what I said, it's Jorge, J-O-R-G-E. Well, you guys have a great day. Thank you for spending time with me. And I hope you learned something from what I just gave you. And we'll keep in touch. Thank you, and you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.